Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2024 general reading. We're looking at the first half of June, roughly from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, as I always do. Thank you so much for being here. It's truly a blessing to be able to do this. You are part of that blessing, so my gratitude to you. Okay, Aquarius. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is an Aquarius, this video is for you. If you're cross-watching for an Aquarian, this video is also relevant. It is a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know any or all of your other sign placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight and perspective into your own situation. And if something really hits home, if it really kind of wows you, if it really resonates with you and you'd like to pull the curtain back and take a deeper look at something, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else or both, please feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking the description of this video. I can usually get back to you within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of reading options in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, budgets, spreads. There's something in there for everyone. And I'm also quite diligent about timely scheduling for personal readings. So if you're interested, email me. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what the first half of June 2024 looks like for you. I am using the Royal Deluxe Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by artist Ciro Marchetti. Okay, we begin with the Six of Swords, healing. Slowly but surely leaving the worst of it behind you and moving into calmer waters. You're not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but you're definitely moving towards it. You're in the right direction. It's a card of healing. And healing, particularly in the beginning stages, can still be painful. There's up and down times, good days, good hours, bad hours. But you're healing. And with that, we have the Seven of Swords. It's a strategic card, but it's a very self-serving card, and that can be positive or negative. We're all self-serving in a variety of different ways. So it can be a card of strategy, but it's likely what some of you are healing from. You may not be talking to too many people about this either. You may be keeping it private or keeping it to yourself. You may be healing from the negative aspects of the Seven of Swords, which is deceit, deception, theft, secrets, lying. Some of you might be making a secret plan, secret strategy to leave. Next we have the Knight of Wands. Pretty fast knight, the Knight of Fire. Eager, impulsive, spontaneous, very focused, single-minded. Right next to the Six of Swords. Some of you, this moving on or healing may be an actual physical thing as well. Like you may be moving homes, moving residences, leaving a relationship, leaving a job. With the Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Coins. Five of Coins is our beggar card. It's insufficiency and lack. Something is not enough. And that might make you feel insufficient and not enough. Can be finances or money. It can be on an emotional level, feeling abandoned, rejected, shut out, not good enough, kind of like the redheaded stepchild in the family, right? And it may be financially and materially, it makes you feel that same way. There really is the sense of leaving something behind. Now, for those of you who are leaving behind or healing from deceit, theft, trickery, cheating, deception. It might be you recovering from somebody having done that to you. And for some of you, it might be you're the one that did that, and you're kind of in healing mode from that as well, right? it might be that whoever did the not great thing or the sneaky thing or whatever it is, they might have a habit of like making a mess but not wanting to stick around to clean up the mess or be honest about the mess, but take off. Like, okay, I made a mess out of this, so I'm leaving. And you go somewhere else, and then, oh, I made a mess out of this, and I'm going to leave that and go somewhere else. It might be that for some of you too, either you yourself or somebody else. Next, we have the Five of Swords. I'm not liking a lot of these cards. I don't really have anything to do with how they come out, but the Five of Swords is very ambitious, but it can often represent deceit, trickery. This is somebody who's willing to win at all costs. So is the cost worth it or not? It's a hard victory, meaning that you have to go through a lot in order to achieve victory, or you have to be willing to set any morals or scruples aside to win. With the Five of Swords is the Two of Coins, or Earth, making decisions. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is you. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Or somebody that's significant here. The Queen of Air, or King, because this is a general reading, so it could be male. Queen of Intellect. Sharp, shrewd. She's had kind of a long life, the Queen or King of Pentacles, and it hasn't always been easy. It's left her with a wealth of knowledge and experience and insight. But sometimes the challenge for the Queen and King of Swords can be feeling cynical and jaded because they've been hurt. So in order to keep themselves safe, they choose to just believe that everybody is capable of the same thing. Sometimes the challenge isn't trusting, but they see right through everything, right? Can't hide the BS with this person. Let's peel it back a little bit. It may be for some of you or the person close to you that you've made a mess out of something and you've been secretive about it or lied about it or hidden it. Again, you or somebody close to you. And rather than come out with it because you're afraid of the consequences, rather than come clean, you prefer to just use some other excuse to move on. Clarify overall energy. Queen of Swords. Six of Swords. Again, healing, putting the worst behind you. Wow. The Seven of Swords again. They came out together just like they came out together in the first place. And the Queen of Swords again, along with Judgment. If there's a truth being hidden, it needs to come to light. You need to be honest here and be accountable for it, even if the consequences are difficult or painful, even if the other person or side forgives you or not. A path of redemption, meaning coming clean and moving forward and trying very hard not to do the same thing again. A path of redemption doesn't necessarily mean that the other person forgives you. The redeeming part of it, meaning to get value from it, is in being honest and moving forward, determined to work as hard as you can not to repeat the same mistakes again. It's pretty clear here that something needs to come to light or is going to come to light, and someone needs to be really honest here and take accountability for themselves no matter what the consequences are. I mean, look at this. We've got the Six of Swords with the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Swords with the Seven of Swords, and two Queen of Swords with Judgment. I mean, somebody needs to be honest here, because it's going to come out eventually anyway. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. For some of you, whether this is you or the person close to you, it's like somebody wants to run away without being honest about what they're trying to escape from. Okay, we've got the Seven of Swords, a card of victory too, just like with that Six of Swords, but it's also a card of ego. The Devil, right? Unhealthy, toxic situations, cycles, habits, patterns. The Ten of Swords, betrayal, stabbed in the back, thrown under the bus. It's like somebody may be running away here and not telling the truth, or maybe the truth has come out and they're running away secretly or in the night or something, or ghosting someone or people because they're ashamed. And they don't want, their ego's hurt. They're ashamed. And so, yeah, it's like this running away energy. Some of you, again, that can be you. It can be the person close to you or somebody that hurt you and you're the one healing from this. I mean, feels complicated. In some ways too complicated for a general reading, but this is what's coming out, so this is what we have to go with. All right, let's take a look at that Knight of Wands and Five of Coins. Strength, facing fears, doubts, insecurities, the Moon, Temperance, Ace of Wands. Okay. This is a message to bite the bullet, to face something head on, to come clean and ask for forgiveness, whether you receive it or not. It's not on you, it's on the other person. And take accountability for it, and no matter what that is. For some of you that are healing from somebody having done this to you, it's having the strength and courage to move through and on from it. It can also be having the strength and courage to forgive the person so that you can have peace and temperance, right? And have a new beginning. Now, forgiving someone and or being forgiven doesn't necessarily mean that the two people rebuild the trust together or that they even stay in each other's lives. Sometimes you can forgive someone, and say hi to them when you see them in the street, but not let them back into your life because the trust is gone and it's too difficult to this is a general reading, so the intensity and details will vary, but forgiving and being forgiven doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship or the connection resumes. It's just that forgiveness happens and needs to happen so that both parties can have some measure of peace moving forward. Sometimes it is healing together and moving forward and rebuilding that trust in a relationship, but sometimes not. But redemption, the path of redemption and kind of purifying yourself can only be done through honesty. Feels like there's a confession in here somewhere. Honestly, it does. All right, let's take a look at the Five of Swords and the Two of Coins. It's just that in a general reading, you can be this part of the story or you could be the other part of the story, right? Five of Swords, Two of Coins. It feels painful, really challenging on an internal level. But it has to be gone through, or the cycle will keep repeating for the person who's done it, right? All right. Five of Swords, Two of Coins. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is like somebody that wants to cut and run. Two of Swords, Ace of Swords. Somebody who's having difficulty making a decision based on information. Or it's really difficult for them to decide to have open, clear communication. I mean, regardless of the little details and specifics, the whole fundamental energy of this reading is that something difficult, challenging, potentially painful, and the consequences might be potentially painful too, but it still needs to be gone through. It needs to be gone through so that you can get to a healing place. You can get on that healing path where you can, get to the other side of it. There's a really strong indication here of needing to have open, honest communication. So, any final messages, guidance, advice? Oh my goodness, yeah, the Tower. It needs to happen. Because, the Tower coming down, it's a general reading. The intensity will vary. But it needs to happen. Even if it's a small tower or a big tower, because there's a fundamental flaw in it, right? It needs to happen. It needs to come down. The High Priestess, trust your instincts and your intuition. Trust your intuition, your higher self, your gut instinct, however you want to call it. Don't stop yourself by saying, well, but if I do this will happen, and if I don't, this will happen, and if, keeping yourself paralyzed. This is about open and honest communication. 3 of Cups, showing in the positive position. This is friends, community. That's going to be helpful to you. The Star, as you renew, restore, and rebuild. Hope, faith, optimism, trust in yourself, trust in the path in front of you. Depending on which side of this story you're on. So I'm going to leave it there. Oof, that was a bit of a tough one. Those are your messages, Aquarius, for the first half of June 2024. I hope that, I sometimes say, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I often say I hope you enjoyed this reading, but sometimes the cards come out in a way that I don't really feel authentic in saying, I hope you enjoyed this difficult reading. But I hope that it's at least brought some clarity, some food for thought, or some validation moving forward. So in that sense, I hope that it's been helpful and clarifying for you. Again, if this is something that really resonated with you, it really hit home, and you'd like to, take a deeper dive on it, a deeper look, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe, stay well. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.